Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to add address types into iDirres. It's a relatively straightforward and easy process, as it always is. So let's start our way through the process. In address types, such as here in the contact record, there are address types here displayed in this drop down list. If we would like to add more into this list, we need to go to Administrator, Lookup Editor, and then we need to select the Contact Resource and Address Types tab. To actually add an address, we need to go to Edit, move down to the Add button, and now we need to place it in. Remember that the iDirres has code systems in, and these are often used for reports and other processes that happen behind the scenes, so it's important to fill all the information in. In this case, this system is already set up with a home address, a work address, an invoice address, another address, and a delivery address. So I think we'll create one called Remote Office. Use item codes that you feel will be applicable to your business. And remember that sometimes they are publicly available and publicly seen on certain reports. So again, think about the wording or any acronyms that you put together. As we always say when creating new systems and new data additions in iDirres, if there's an item description, use it. Not necessarily for yourself, but the people coming behind you who are maintaining this system in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years time. It's not uncommon for people to think that what seems obvious at present time won't necessarily be obvious in those sorts of timescales. And also, if a subordinate's looking after the system, it might save you being stopped every 10 minutes to ask what on earth this is or what on earth that is. I now go to OK, and it's now appeared in this list. However, until I save the record, it's not actually in the database. So if you were to instantly just close iDirres down now, it would, that what you just added would not be there. I now save it, and that will now be available to anybody who logs into iDirres from now on. We often have this discussion. iDirres will not add the new address type until you have saved it and then reopened iDirres, because obviously iDirres downloads all the address details on its first load up section. We've covered this before, so you'd have to go exit and then reopen it. If I should want to edit an address at any stage for whatever reason, I need to move over the edit pencil, click on edit, click on a record, and then go to edit. Remember, again, as we always discuss about edit, try not to edit beyond the boundaries of what the actual original is, because, for example, if we had an address here that says delivery address, and I then go and change it to home address, well, all the existing systems, all the existing reports that indicate people had stuff sent to delivery addresses would suddenly be out, because they would all show that it was a home address. So what we always recommend to people is create new address types as you require them. Don't edit an existing address type just to make it easier. Fair enough if you were to change delivery to delivery signed for addresses, i.e. certain addresses there are known points where things can be picked up and collected from, then that's fine. That will be an acceptable edit. But to go and change it from delivery to home address 2 would be unacceptable. That's just a general rule of thumb. If I wish to save my changes, I would just press save. If I wish to cancel, I would cancel, because at the moment I'm editing. I'm going to cancel. My final thing that we're going to touch upon is very briefly is here. If we click on an address, we can actually delete it, and it will then give us a warning message. Would you like to delete this address type? Yes, no, cancel. Again, if you delete an address type, yes, it will disappear out of the system here and you will not see it, but it will be in the background of the system, because previous reports, previous sales, etc. will have that address in as the address was sent as that address type. So remember that. It's about now the immediacy. I hope this helps you in this quick guide in adding address types.